Nathan, first pre-season friendly over and done with at Hitchin, 6-2 win I think it was in the end. Good entertainment for the nearly 800 fans that were here.
Yeah, look, it's an excellent run out in terms of getting everyone got 45 minutes. It's a little start really for what we want to do, and to score some goals, and a little bit sloppy with a few goals later on, but as I said, we're delighted. Everyone's got through it, no injuries, and a good run out.
Good to see the new boys as well, Matty Pearson and Sonny Bradley get a good run out, and obviously George Grant having a run out before the game with a bit of running on the pitch.
Yeah, and I said it's good to see them all, and as I said, it's good. They'll be better for that in terms of integrating with the team who's playing in the game. It's all right, well and good in training that, but just getting the feel of the game. So no, and I thought both of them did very, very well. And it's good to see George here. Finally, we've got him over the line and so on. And then Andrew Shinney obviously as well, who's signed permanently, I thought was excellent. So not to repeat myself, but very good run out. And the big thing is no injuries and a few goals. So yeah, very good.
Goal is always good for a striker to get off the mark, and James Collins is there tapping in from 2 yards, so that'll help him, won't it?
Well, 4 of our 5 strikers scored today. In terms of Hills was ironically the only one not to notch, but young Gambin as well with a couple. And I said we could have had a few more, especially second half. There's some real good situations, good opportunities. But no, we're delighted, and it is good for the strikers to get off the mark. The cliche is you don't care who scores, but in pre-season and stuff, you want your strikers to get off the mark because they play on confidence, and that would be good for them.
It looked like a new signing. It looked very lively, but with that bleach blonde hair, Harry Cornick certainly caught the eye as well, didn't he? Eminem.
Yeah. Well, these 7 boys, they like to mix it up and so on. But no, look, I thought he was excellent, and I don't care what if he puts in shifts and puts in performances like that, then he's only going to get better. And I don't really care what haircut he has. But look, it was good. It was a good run out for everyone tonight. And I said, particularly, we two different shapes. And second half, I thought they had a real bit of cutting edge about them. First half, we had probably a little bit more control of the game, but second half, we really did have a lot of cutting edge, and I thought it was excellent both halves.
What's the plan now then? The boys, you fly very early in the morning. Do the boys go home tonight, or are you all staying in the hotel before flying off?
I think the majority of people are going to stay down. I think there's something like 17 staying down tonight, and a few obviously local ones will do that. Myself and Jared will stay at the training ground, so we're everyone local, because it's an early start, 4 o'clock at the airport, but it's good because we get out there, we can have a full day out there, we can have a training session. They'll be able to watch the England game, which is good bit of camaraderie and so on, and then they'll probably have an early night. Stuff.
As you mentioned, that's something pre-season, but Pelly looked very strong first half, didn't he, as well? Yeah,
look, he did. He looked very good. I thought there was a lot of good things first half. Both centre halves first half looked comfortable. In terms of a lot of stuff, it's difficult first half sometimes because obviously they're a lot fresher as well. So when we make big changes, if we start well and so on, that can affect them. But no, I thought there was some real good performances out there tonight, and you'd expect that because obviously where we are and so on. But I'm very pleased. I thought we moved the ball well at times. There would be, if this was a league game, there'd be things we could pick on, but we're a week into pre-season. To sort of be that sharp a week into pre-season shows that we're doing well. I said we know it's a difficult game coming here because it's a local game. It's very competitive. Last year I think we won 2-0 here, so to win 6-2 shows that we're progressing.
How pleased you to get George Grant over the line and done before Slovenia as well, so he gets the week out there with you?
Yeah, very much so. Look, we've been trying to get George for 2 months. Ever since we knew we wanted him a year ago. We inquired about him again at Christmas, and being respectful to Notts County as well in terms of what are they looking to do in the future, not to take him then. And then as soon as the season finished, as soon as Notts County finished, we approached Notts Forest and so on, and we've tried to literally get the deal done as much as we can. We've gone back and forth, and then ultimately we've had to settle for a loan. We wanted to do it permanently, but they, and rightly so, they've got a good valuation of their player. We rate him, they rate him, so it wasn't possible. But we're delighted to get him because we're getting a fine young player and a good individual, and we're very happy. And it is important to do it before Slovenia because we do a lot of good work out there. We feel so that's important, but also it's good for them to integrate as well, And so no, we're delighted.
And he brings plenty of goals, doesn't he? But also a good work rate. You were saying a minute ago, defensively and getting forward as well.
Yeah, look, we think he's someone that we like players that are athletic, that can handle the football. If they can score goals, that's a real bonus as well. But no, look, I don't think we've signed many bad footballers since I've come to the football club, and we've signed people that want to work, want to do well, and as you said, we've got some wonderful competition for places, and we've got Luke Berry coming back, who's massively ahead of schedule. So, you know, future's bright.
I was going to say about Luke's obviously doing some running today. I mean, just what is the latest with him now?
He's well ahead of schedule. You know, he's phenomenal. But you know, the kid is since day one. You know, he told me, look, I'll be back sooner than anyone ever imagined. So that positive PMA that he has, the desire for work, the way he is. We call him Sunshine now because he's a ray. He is just a shining light every day he comes in. To credit to himself and to everything he does, and we're so delighted to have him. And he's not too far away. You said see him run in and do ball work and stuff today. You know, it won't be long before he's integrated in training, and then we'll build him up because I said it was not a nice injury. But the way they did it, and a credit to the surgeons and so on, but the way he is and how he's worked and the medical staff, he's 2 months ahead of schedule at the minute, which is phenomenal.
He could be playing this year, maybe, possibly. Is that feasible?
Look, I won't put any time scale on it, but the way he's progressing now, you know, I won't be surprised if he's playing well below that, you know, well quicker than that. But as I said, we've got to get him to a certain level. He'll plateau because and get to a thing, especially when we up everything and he integrates and so on. Because I said it was not a nice injury, but we'll get him back safely. But the pleasing thing is he's healthy. He's healing superbly well, and he's so far ahead of schedule, and that's a credit to him.
I see Dan Potts as well. I think he's doing some running. Has he got a slight knock at the moment? That's why he's not featured.
No, Dan was carrying a bit late on in the end of last season with his knee. So what we had to do in the summer, we rested it a little bit, and then it wasn't quite clearing up. So we just had to give him a couple of sugar injections, which take time to then heal. So we just built him back up. He's been training all week, but he just hasn't done enough to play today. So look, we'll give him another week next week, and then he'll play in Slovenia. So look, everything is. We'll do everything safely, and I said with the squad we got, it's not like we had any necessity to push him tonight, and he'll be better for the extra week's training.